Hi, everyone. I'm Jody Burkell, and it's great to be back. We might think that our actions can't make a difference, but this couldn't be farther from the truth. Have you ever heard of something called the butterfly effect? Well, the butterfly effect is the idea that small actions can ultimately result in something with much larger consequences. For example, if a butterfly flaps its wings in India, that tiny change in air pressure could eventually cause a tornado in Iowa. In the same way, the spiritual dynamics of our small actions can actually change the world. Who do we learn this from in a very revealed way? You guessed it, Go Joseph from this week's Parsha. This is where we're at. Joseph finds himself wrongly accused and thrown in jail in Egypt, where he notices two people who look upset. Now, I'm thinking everyone in an Egyptian prison would look upset, but Joseph stops and asks them, "What's wrong?" He says, "Why do you look so sad today?" And they tell him they had some very confusing dreams. Joseph says, "I can help." And they share their dreams. Joseph interprets them. And this sets in motion a chain of events that leads Joseph to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh, who then makes Joseph second in command, who then creates an economic plan which ends up not only saving Egypt from an impending famine, but eventually saves his family and the entire world, just from asking someone what's wrong. Joseph notices another person. He could have just as easily thought to himself, he's just upset because he's in jail. But no, he sees another person, like really sees another person. He stops and he tries to help. And this one act of kindness literally changes the trajectory of the Jewish people and the entire world. I heard something so beautiful about Rabbi Sacks of blessed memory, that the question he was asked the most in his life was not, "Rabbi Sacks, what's the meaning of life?" Or, "Rabbi Sacks, can you explain the connection between science and God?" Or, "Rabbi Sacks, why do bad things happen to good people?" The question that he was asked the most was, "Rabbi Sacks, do you remember me?" When it comes down to it, the thing that we all want the most is to be seen, to be acknowledged. Do that for another person, and you will quite literally change the world. We're all so busy. Do we stop and notice the people in our own lives? If asking someone why they look upset can change the course of Jewish history, imagine the power of what our mitzvot and our acts of kindness can do. Friends, we can change the world, one act of kindness at a time. Wishing you all a Chag Sameach and Shabbat Shalom.